I mean, because we have seen in human history people using things like coconut oil and carrot seed oil to prevent damage to the skin. Are there times when naturally occurring sunscreens may be more appropriate? And do you think that there is a fundamental difference? If our listeners are sitting here and they're like, yeah, you guys are cute, I'm a redhead and I burn. And so if somebody is listening and they're saying, I'm going to have to use something, is there a time and a place for some types of sunscreen? And are there any that, in your opinion, need to be avoided by everyone at all times?
So I think the short answer, I think there is a way that you could even find like the fairest skinned folks and do it in a way that makes the most sense and truly get to a point where you might not need it. In my opinion, I think it's much better to put on a shirt or something like that than put something on your skin. Personally, that's what I would do if I was that person.
Right.
That being said, like you have to realize, like the sun, all of a sudden over the past 50 years, like did not somehow become selectively prejudiced towards human beings. Because again, you would see rises in skin cancers in all beings, all
Mm-hmm.
animals,
Mm-hmm.
all plants, not just human beings. So we have to, zoom out. I think sometimes we get caught up, and I think, science and evidence and going into scientific studies is great. But if we lose the perspective and not just like, take a look at what's happening everywhere else, we lose it. So to answer your question, I do think, say if you're like someone who's fair skinned or someone who maybe burns or maybe had or has a history of say skin cancers, the internal environment, your internal environment is going to be much more important than what's going on outside, because what's been going on outside has been the same for millennia. So it's not changing.